Hey, welcome. All my right thinkers, thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Farm, thinking right out here in my lab in the snow there. But I'm in the Book of Wisdom and I'm just rolling. We got 2 more pages for you today. A little bit about the secretism with the Libra and the Earth sign. I got that because it's my calling card, so I got that for you. I'm going to break down one of my favorites 12 around the one. We ain't talking about midnight. Let's go. Radism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? Well, when I'm through, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to Maya, be true. I'm doing my thing in this book of wisdom. I hope the ones who listen agree, but I'm having fun. I'm learning stuff like boy, you have no idea. I'm learning a whole lot of stuff that, like I said, connecting the dots. This is doing a just great job for me. So right thinkers, let's talk about Libra syncretism, and then I'm going to tell you about the 12 around the one. That's a whole lot of stuff there. I like that. All right, I'm going to decipher all that. I'm going to break all that stuff down. And right here, you see the sun going down? See the horseshoe, right? See that, Libra? This is my calling card. That's the sun going down between what? The two pyramids, okay, in the east. I've been had that concept, but they do it right here. They got the same concept. They call it balance. Whenever I see these, I'm going straight to what? My girl, my yacht. And this is the equinox and the solstice. Show you how the zodiac sign, the first part and the bottom part. I'm going to break that down for you right quick. Then I'm going to move on to the 12 and the 1. That's right. All right. Libra syncretism. It's showing you the sign, the horseshoe. It's showing you really the sun going down, okay, on the flat surface, okay. We live in, the earth is round, but it's firmament. It's flat here, lamps in the middle, and you got the heaven over top, which is new. That's my philosophy. That's not there, so I'm not gonna step on their toes, but that's my card. Just show you my calling card. Okay, that sign right there, the sun going down is perfect. Either going down and coming up. It's going down in the west, coming up in the east. Okay, but that sign shows you it's a symbol for Libras. Libra is the sun. Libra is the sun, half rising above the horizon, representing the perfect balance where between day and night. You need two things to make a whole. You can't have a one-sided coin. Some people got that, but they're freaking you out. But no, you got to have two opposite things to make a whole. And they show you that. This is all symbolism and esoteric teaching. I love it. Why? Because it shows you to represent the perfect balance between day and night. Libra marks what we call the autumn equinox. That's the time when light and dark, Ra and Apophis, are equal, balanced, right there. Ain't nobody winning, ain't nobody losing. Okay? 10 pounds of shit, 10 pounds of gold. Don't make a difference. They both 10 pounds. That's the concept. And they show you equal. And that symbolizes what? The time when light and dark equal, symbolization, equilibrium. I told you, this is equilibrium with the thinking of the brain. From my philosophy, they give it to you from nature. They work with nature. Ancients work with nature and the body also. They got the same concept. It all works the same way. Okay? And what is this? I showed you this picture earlier. This is the Zodiac. I just broke the Zodiac down from head to toe. I just gave that part lesson. The first part is the spring and summer, fall and winter. Simple. 3 and 3. Everybody got 3. 90 days. It's all laid out already. This is the format of life. This is the cycle of life. They break it down and give you the best understanding you can get because it's all mental. Okay, you got to become conscious. On June 21st, the spring equinox. You got 2 equinox and 2 solstices. The spring equinox is March 21st. Spring equinox starts the zodiac. Then you got March, April, May. And then when you get to June 21st, that's the summer solstice. That's when we got longer days. Days are getting longer and your nights have gotten shorter. Yeah, I love that record. All right, but that's my old concept, and it works perfect because that's nature. Somebody he had a concept, right? And then from June to what? September, you got the fall. September 21st, fall equinox, season change. Okay, now we're going to the sun's starting to die. He getting weak now. He losing his power. He getting colder. We getting colder. He got no heat because he's going north. He's going south. He's going down. He's coming down, killing himself, going into the grave. Just gonna stay there for 3 days. Then he's gonna rise and come back. All that. It's all metaphorical. Y'all want to make it literal. It ain't a real man going in the damn grave and coming out the tomb. Y'all made that up. Excuse me. So calm down. I don't like the idea, but that's just wrong. You see the scales here? When I see scales, I'm thinking my yacht. Okay? And ain't nothing here saying my yacht, but they got the scales. So I get it. I understand. I can work with that. And you see they balance. When you see scales, the only scales you see that's unbalanced is the justice that the white man got. His scale is unbalanced in his favor. Okay? Scales should be what? Balanced. Okay? That's the difference. And you see their scales are balanced. Nature is balanced. Nature don't swing back and forth. Nature is straight across the board. And the Egyptians were so smart back then. They would build their temples so that on the 21st of June and the 21st of December, the sun would shine straight through the temple. You got to be a bad somebody to know that. Okay? We ain't doing that today with modern technology, but that's how smart they knew about nature. They knew the sun would be there every year at the same exact time. Okay? They kept time, lunar time, watching the sky. Okay? Moving on. That's the concept. And the scales represent the balance of what? Light and dark. Night and day. In my philosophy, is good and evil. Light and dark, same thing. Same thing. They present it with this. I got the same concept presented a different way. But I can say, when you are a symbolist, when you understand symbols and signs, you can pretty much understand everybody's concept. Why? You can comprehend it because it got to make sense. They got to present it to you where it makes sense. I can learn anybody's philosophy. I just have my own. You can learn mine. Tune in. I got you. You here now? I appreciate you. Let's go. But Libra, they represent the scales. In ancient time, Maya represents the scale. So it's still, I don't know if it's, Libra's a woman. Okay, it's still a female concept. Okay, it's justice and reciprocity. And if you notice here, last time reciprocity, the figure eight, they make it possible that these exist. They make it possible that these exist. See how they go in there? Okay, and that's the order cycle of life. So again, all this is esoteric teaching that if you understand it, it'll put you in a better state of mind when you become conscious of nature and yourself. You're one. Micro, nature, micro is us. Macro, nature, micro is us. All right. But understanding, every year the cycle goes on and it repeats itself over and over. Only thing changed is the zodiac sign. They're going through the constellation. Everybody gets a shot. Okay. But Libra represents balance. That's what Maya represents. So the same team. Again, point of the sun as it transitions from what? Summer to winter. There we go. Is keeping track. Watch this. And it marks the autumn equinox, which is September. We know that September, they start that daylight saving time. We lose that 1 hour. All of a sudden, at 5 o'clock, it's dark. Okay, see the difference? That's because the sun is getting weaker. He's losing his strength. This all real, symbolic and metaphorical, but y'all want to make it literal. That's the problem I got with y'all religious Christians. Okay, any other religion. All right, y'all make mythology Mythological stuff, literal. It don't work that way. All right. But when day and night are equal in length, this signifies perfect equilibrium. And when your mind is being used the same way, you got better understanding within yourself. You can think better, make better decisions. And before the sun's descent into the darker half of the year, okay, this is why Libra is symbolized by the scales. Start to lose the balance. Now who's starting to win? Daylight is winning. When it gets cold and stuff in the wintertime, nighttime is winning. It's a balance of nature. This is why it symbolizes others by the scales. But it embodies, again, balance. Anciently, we call it Mayat. And Mayat represents what? Justice, harmony, reciprocity, order. All the things that they say, we say a little different, but we say the same thing. You feel me? That's why it's easier for me to break it down. I understand it. That ain't my stuff, but I understand it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And what happened? Reflecting nature's shift between what? Light and dark. It's a fight. 1 minute light is winning. Next minute dark is winning. Who's winning? Nobody's really winning. Why they keep going back and forth? They're going to end up a stalemate with Ra and Apophis. Okay, moving on. I keep bringing them in. Stop. Leave them alone. This is their stuff. Stick with theirs. All right. But the difference is here, we talking nature, light and dark. We talk ignorance, intelligence, knowledge. We can make it any way you want it. And we present it any way you want it. You can teach it to make the point. But it shows you the light and darkness and warmth and cold, growth and rest. In the summertime, it's time to work. Wintertime, it's time to rest. Why? Because the harvest, you got ready to get what you put out and plant, it's time to harvest it and chill. Okay, they had all that. They did it literally. That's what I'm saying. Y'all took it and made it a literal way of life. Sometimes you get away with that. It don't always work out that way. Now, let's talk about this 12 thing. Okay, this here right here. This 12 thing. 12 is the 12 cranial nerves in the brain. It's a whole lot of things in 12, but it's mainly for the Zodiac because it's all mental. This is where the knowledge is right here. That thing encompasses everything you need to know about you and anybody else that was born under a sign in the Zodiac. That means everybody. Lottie-dottie. I know about everybody's Zodiac sign. Why? I study. You might not know. I don't give a damn what you know. I'll tell you what I know about you. I know more about you than you know about your damn self. That's not a good place to be, fellas, sisters. 12 constellations, they evolve around the sun. We didn't always believe that. Okay, we didn't always have that concept. But watch this. The 12 in one concept. You see right here? Every one of these, 12 imams in Islam, 12 disciples in Christianity. You got the 12 books of Enoch, the 12 angels, archangels of Enoch. And my favorite, you got the 12 disciples of Harut. That's me. I'm in that class right there. Okay. So again, we in the same ballpark. We're in the same team. We philosophizing something pretty much the same thing. Just presenting it different, but trying to get the same result. You to know thyself. You to become one with God, your higher self. So that's the purpose of the constellation, was the teaching point. Okay. It's the wheel of what? Knowledge. Right there. The tree of knowledge is inside you, your nervous system, deciding right from wrong, good from bad. Those are all metaphors to teach you about your body. 30 years, I figured it out. Don't get mad at me, but yeah, 30 years. I've been doing a whole lot of studying, and I done connected the dots, and it says, we try to teach you how to master using this thing right here. I've already been practicing that already. Indians, I'll fall right in the mix. So let's talk about this. In Islam, y'all know about the 12 imams. I don't. Could care less. I'm not a Muslim. A Muslim or don't study Islamic. I get the concept of understanding that they practice and preach. But I never knew they had 12 imams. They had a clue. I know a lot of Muslims. And I'm going to ask next, I see, what's the number? How many imams y'all got? They probably don't even know that. Okay, moving on. But if you following something, I can tell you about the disciples of Harut. The hymn shoes, I know about them. Followers of Harut, I know about that. That's the spirit that's in me and you. I got all of that. That's my area of expertise. But that's not what I'm teaching. This is the book of wisdom. Everybody got to get their say so. So let me tell you about, again, I'm learning. Again, learning this book on the fly. I don't have time. I just enjoy the book. I'm just enjoying it as I go along. I know this stuff already. So I just present it. And why? He gave me the format. He just laid it out. All I got to do is add it to it and put my stuff on it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm enjoying that. The 12 disciples of Christianity. Y'all still think it's 12 people. Because they show you that it's the 12 cranial nerves in the brain. That's how they were symbolically dropping knowledge, and they didn't want everybody to get it. I get it. Hidden. Knowledge wasn't hidden. Okay, it was just symbolized as signs. So signs and symbols. So those who understand will know. Those who don't won't have a clue. You can put it right in their face. Okay? The Masons do it all the time. Then you got your 12 disciples of Christ. They all have a purpose and a reason for you to learn and master oneself. That's why. Okay? And now you got 12 archangels in the book of Enoch. Don't have a clue about the book of Enoch. Don't have a clue about the 12 archangels. Don't study that philosophy. Don't practice the religion. So I don't know those things. I'm learning, again, on the fly. They understood the significance of the 12, obviously. Right there. Okay? And my favorite, like I said, the 12 disciples of Haru. They keep saying Horus. I hate saying Horus. Okay, that's the Greek name. His name is Haru. Haru, the spirit that's in me and you, the great he, she. Why? Because it's genderless. It can be male or female. That's God. That's God. And because we are the offspring incarnated in the flesh, I gave a lesson right here. When was it? Man is God in the flesh. That's Haru in the physical form, from spirit to matter. And go back to matter by what? Coming enlightened with consciousness. And when the body dies and ceases to exist, the spirit and consciousness become one and go back home. The oldest story ever told. How about that? Y'all can't tell me the Bible the greatest story. No, it ain't. The greatest lie ever told. I go with that one. But it's the greatest story. No, it ain't by far. Okay? It ain't even the truth. So I give it the lie category. Greatest lie ever told. Y'all still telling it. Knowing it's a lie. You still perpetrating the lie. Moving on. I ain't got time for that. The 12 constellations around the sun. In many religions, again, we back to that. In ancient texts, the concept of the 12 surrounding one appears repeatedly in Islam, Christianity, okay, even in Egypt. Why? Because it symbolizes a cosmic pattern that's reflected throughout history. Everybody practice it. This archetype blueprint is a direct reference to the 12 constellations surrounding the sun, forming what we call the Zodiac wheel, the wheel of knowledge. For those who in the know, okay? Each one of them houses you need to master, like the degrees in anything, Mason, college, anything. You have to master it to get the understanding for yourself. And now they can't take that away from you. When you get that diploma, you get these degrees, they get these certificates, that they can take. That's the material. But the idea and everything, they can't take that. Like Ali said, my mom, my grandmaster as a Mason, they told him, give us the secrets or we're going to take your life. He said, my life you can take, my integrity never, because that's what I have. I ain't giving you shit. So they killed him. Okay? See? Again, don't talk if you ain't going to walk it. I hate bluffers. I don't do bluffing. I don't play poker. I'm not a poker player. So I ain't here trying to. No, I ain't got time for that. Straight and true. If that's what I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna do. You wanna play chicky? Be ready to crash. Why? I'm not turning. I'm gonna keep going straight. You get somebody like me, like the Ram. Okay, they don't deviate. They get back. They go full blade. We going crash. We're going to have an encounter. And I'm like a Ram when it comes to that. I don't mind butting heads. Okay, and the crossroads, they was cutting heads. Same concept. All right, competing in life, competition. You got two things. That's competition. They're going to compete. Light competing with dark. Good competing with evil. Anything that's opposite, they're going to compete. Moving on. See where we're going with this. This is all teaching purposes. Reason. I'm gonna shut this down. Why? I got a whole lot of stuff coming up now. By the cloud. But I'm gonna get it started. How about that? Now it's all symbolical, informing the zodiac wheel behind every house having a purpose and a reason that you need to master for yourself. Did you master the Mizrach? What's that? The Zodiac. They didn't translate the Zodiac, Mazraf, from the Jewish Hebrew. They didn't translate that word, okay, to mean Zodiac. The Bible don't do Zodiac. Why? If you knew the Zodiac, you won't need the Bible. You won't need that book. You won't need the stuff that they present to you. You can get it right there. They knew that. So they give it to you in pieces. They divvy it out to you. All right. They got the book. They give you what? Bread of Life, there 365. I do that every day. So I understand if you're gonna profess it, it got to be ongoing. Let's go. But Jesus and his 12 disciples, that's the 2,000-year-old concept. It's only 2,000 years old. Why before that we had other philosophical concepts. Okay, and the Muslims, they came in behind y'all, so they didn't have nothing. They piggyback off of y'all. The 12 disciples started back in Egypt, and it's all symbolical from the Zodiac. We knew that. Okay, we understood that. The Bible, y'all don't do the Zodiac. I'm just saying, Jesus and his 12 disciples, Jesus represents the sun and the 12 zodiac signs, okay, around him, his apostles, his disciples, whatever you want to call them, okay? And I thought a disciple was a follower. The apostle is the teacher. But he had his 12 disciples when he was giving them instruction, teaching them. But they were the ones who were teaching him why he needed to learn about the 12 zodiac signs. I got that little thing that say, swing and a miss. Sometimes y'all just whiff. Okay, women whiff a ball with the bat, the ball. Sometimes you whiff. Horus, the original Christ, and his 12 followers, okay, they say disciple, followers, symbolizes the same celestial order in Egyptian mythology. Again, we started this. We know, understood. Y'all took it and wanted to make it literal. Y'all wanted to make the zodiac signs real people. At this Last Supper, y'all got all the zodiac signs lined up and different people showing their different symbolism. I love it. I get it. But it's a little too up for the most Christians. They don't have a clue. Y'all really just whiffed on that one again. Okay. And again, y'all try to make it again. Y'all got the 12 tribes of Judah, the 12 tribes of Israel, surrounding essential divine presence. You got the 12 the brothers, whatever. Everything is 12. And y'all made it human. Y'all mortalized it. Y'all made it real, literally. No! It's symbolic for a reason. Allegorical for a reason. To teach. Understand. Okay? But it's all based on divine presence. Jesus represents the divine presence for y'all. And in Egypt is about what? The covenant of the Ark of the Covenant, that sacred place. All of that. It's all symbolism. And y'all missed it. Y'all really missed it. The 12 Olympians. Here we go again. The 12 Titans. The 12 Olympians. Gods in Greek. Everybody know the 12. Everybody know the 12. And it revolves around the day God was Zeus. Okay? Who y'all call Jesus, Zeus. Okay, Jesus. He's the breakdown. Jesus is the breakdown of Zeus, the ruling god for the Greek mythology. Back during them times. Again, every culture has 12. Every culture has a symbolical concept about followers of God. Okay? No big deal. I got no problem with it. I got a problem with it at all. Okay? King Arthur and the Round Table, 12 nights. There we go again. And the Round Table, it mirrors the sacred structure. Everybody follows it. They present it different. And that's not a problem for me at all. Why? If you're learning it, that means you're going to have just as much knowledge of self as I have of myself. We won't have a problem. How you got there. I tell you, when you go to a party, nobody asks what route you took to get there. When you get to heaven, just glad that you made it. But your road that you took, how was it? Rough. Okay, everybody got the same thing. What the dog say? Rough. Okay, what the people who are successful, when they ask them, how was it? Rough. Wasn't easy. Easy for the people who still down there trying to do what they need to do. Why? Because they like it easy. They don't want it rough. Everybody don't want rough. I was always rough. Rough rider. How about that? Symbolism is everywhere. You can use it and play with it any way you want. Make it mean something to you. And that way, if it's going to motivate you, inspire you to do, to be, that's all you needed to do. I don't give a damn how you do it. I just got my way. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's more than one way. All right. This pattern of 12 around 1 represents the sun as the source of life. Ding, 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 ding. That's the Savior, not no damn man. Okay, it can't get no more simpler. You missed the boat. Correct that error and get better and move on. Y'all still playing the same damn game. Oh, Jesus coming back. Oh, Jesus. No, he ain't. God, please. Excuse me. Calm down. I get excited. With the 12 signs of the Zodiac acting as the celestial framework that governs time, Satan, Saturn, cycles, and human experience. The spirit needs to come here to have its test to see can it make it back home with what? Knowledge of itself, become conscious of who it is, or it wants to stay in this domain and just keep reincarnating and having fun. Your choice. How many times, how often could you party? We party in our younger years. 20s was wrong. 30s we started going a little bit. 40s started getting a little older. 50, I ain't doing none of that nonsense. 60, you realize, yeah, I done been around a while. Okay, now you start to become a little elder. Why? You're older and you're a little wiser in life. That's all you need to know. Don't die being ignorant of who you are. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. And this is all things to try to help you. They're trying the best they could. I can't fault them. Why? Because I see the symbolism. I see what they're trying to do. And it is what we call universal cosmic code that's found in all spiritual, religious, and mythological systems across civilization. God, to be more careful. I get excited. I'm going to stop right here because I'm about to go before I lose my mind. Okay? I'm going to shut it down and bring it back to part 2 of 12 and 1 because this is where we headed. Now, you might look at that and say, what the what? But when I get done, you should look at this and say, oh, I get it. Hopefully, if I do my job, that's what you say when I'm getting done. Okay, so wrap it up, right thinkers, where you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles that day. So I've never known that my right thinkers who now starting to understand Libra, syncretism, and the 12 and 1 concept passed away. And I'll be right back with more than 12 and 1 concept for you my way. They got my stuff coming up. I'll be right back.